Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Tuesday, March 27th, 2018. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was down 2.99% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 7,901, a high of 8,233, and a low of 7,779. That's $1 for 12,661 Satoshis. The current Mayer multiple is 0.87. The Mayer at 200 moving day average of 9,310. The Mayer multiple has been historically higher 82% of the time, with an average of 1.58. Good morning, Bitcoin. Bitcoin also says good morning. The top story today: Twitter will ban ICO and other blockchain ads. This is probably good, right? Aren't we tired of ICO and blockchain ads? The truth is, Bitcoin spread for a long time with no advertising and continues to spread without advertising. Also, this is another historic moment in time when people couldn't accept the future and had to put it back in its box. For reference, remember that the Apple iStore didn't allow Bitcoin apps for a short time period there. That's right, you couldn't install a Bitcoin wallet on your phone in the Apple iTunes store. It's amazing. But it's not like that anymore. 2 years into the boom, ICO Advisory Group estimates failure rate at 94%. 94%. Hi-oh. Bitcoin slides below 8,000, but the downside could be limited. The bears continue to be in the driver's seat on Monday, pushing Bitcoin below 8,000 and opening the doors for a retest of recent lows near 7,300. However, the view, a minor corrective rally to 8,271, cannot be ruled out, but the sustainability of gains is in question. Overall, Bitcoin looks to revisit the 7,240 March 18th low. A violation there would open up the downside towards 6,600. In the larger scheme of things, only a convincing break above 11,700 would revive the bullish outlook. Bitcoin slips further on more bad news, but one expert says investors are reading it all wrong. Dun dun dun. That's what they say. You should be greedy when everyone else is fearful, and fearful when everyone else is greedy, or maybe vice versa. Keep an eye out for Bitcoin's death cross. That's right, major stuff in the Bitcoin space. Could it hit the death cross? You have to make the X sign with your hands when you do that. Death cross. Anyway, what are they doing now? Unfortunately, we could be on the verge of a death cross. A death cross is a technical term in trading when the 50-day moving average crosses below the 200-day moving average. It signals that the longer trend term is no longer bullish. With the 50-day now below the 100-day moving average, the 200-day moving average could be next. Hasn't happened yet, and it might not happen anytime soon. If Bitcoin can piece together a decent rally, it should put the Bitcoin death cross worries at risk. The cryptocurrency has a tendency to rally, then consolidate. After its monstrous move into year-end 2017, this prolonged cooling period is no surprise. Cboe encourages the SEC to allow Bitcoin ETFs. That's right. The letter from Cboe president and COO Chris Concannon was addressed to the director of the SEC's Division of Investment Management. In response to the letter that pushed back applications for Bitcoin ETFs, Wall Street is now on the side of Bitcoin, and they want Bitcoin ETFs, which, as we've discussed many times, would bring more investors to Bitcoin, allowing people to invest with their retirement accounts and pre-tax monies. Child porn on Bitcoin, dispelling the myths. Once again, this is just like the argument that the internet is only for criminals and thieves. It's nonsense. The internet is for everybody. Bitcoin is for everybody. You can put any kind of link to a document inside the blockchain. It could link to anything. Things much worse than child porn. But anyway, this is another level of FUD being brought at Bitcoin. You can't have a large database of open links that no one is controlling, except we do have that large database. Well, how can you shut down that large database? You'd need a deal with every country on the earth that uses the internet to block the database. Even then, it might mutate. Can you really shut down this database? No, you can't shut it down if you don't like the currency, and you can't shut it down if you don't like the links to documents or articles that exist elsewhere on the internet. Doesn't matter if you don't like those links. These are the quote unquote problems with freedom. Problems with freedom. Crypto market cap dips below 300 billion as Bitcoin nears the long-term support. Ether dumps to 14-week low. Wonder what will happen to the altcoins. Meanwhile, in Venezuela, volume on local Bitcoins seems a little out of control. Nelson Mandela's golden handcast sell for $10 million in Bitcoin. 4 casts of Nelson Mandela's hands, made by mining group Harmony Gold, were sold for Bitcoin. Interesting story. Always nice to see Bitcoin used to sell hands. Ford patents Envision, a car-to-car cryptocurrency transaction. Would you like to pass someone in line? Maybe tip them $5 to pass. This could be the future of cars, as envisioned by Ford. Vehicle-to-vehicle cooperation to marshal traffic. How interesting. Maybe you could drive in a pack. We could all work together. And join us tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the Quebec Bitcoin Mining Meetup, live on the World Crypto Network. Subscribe right below. Hosted by CryptoKey Hex and yours truly, Francis Pouliot. Key facts about energy, insider insights from mining advocates, and a surprise talk from a top expert. Check it out tonight on the World Crypto Network. And exit wounds. Steven Seagal's founders abandon Bitcoin as the ICO ends. They said the ICO is over and we're out of here. The ICO has already been brought into question by the SEC, who warned that having celebrity endorsements may be unlawful. Bad news for Steven Seagal, although he seems to hang out a lot in Russia. Maybe he'll stay over there. But very funny story. The funniest part is this is not a typo. It's Bitcoin with 2 I's. Hilarious. And according to Tur de Meester, Bitcoin's Lightning Network could make altcoins dissolve. Just like Google's PageRank removed the need for most other search engines. Diversity is often lauded as a phase of deplorable user interface and experience. Once past a certain threshold, strong network effects kick in. Can the Lightning Network save Bitcoin, or is it already too late? We'll find out next time on Today in Bitcoin. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up are free. Subscribe down below if you already haven't. And if you've got some extra Bitcoin, be sure to scan the code on your screen. Donate now for independent Bitcoin news. Until next time, I might try to stall for another minute so that it gets to be 10 minutes. Check your 6 donated $1. Thanks for your support in the chat. Says, check out Mark Cuban. Your voice is so annoying. I don't know why I keep listening. Maybe you shouldn't. Smash the like button. No need for a divisive wedge. Pay the door. We're all good here. The death cross only brought the price back up in November 2015. Study the petro yuan. Dun dun dun. China and currency and oil. But we're talking about Bitcoin. And until next time, bye bye.